All right, welcome back to MRT. Today we'll be joined by 5MRCO. Some of you may know him as Crow. A lot, some of the newer guys know him as Blackbird, or whatever the hell his name is now. And we're gonna be joined by him and a few of his NCOs. So without further ado, let's get them into here. God, I sound fucking tired.
Time to talk. Hello, gentlemen. Everyone hear my audio? I hope so. Get the
Yeah, I can hear you.
good.
Just make sure your audio is included. There should be like a little check mark box.
Good to go, Corporal. Do you mind including your audio? This is the M&N broadcast I was talking about earlier. Yeah, man, I was looking through your guys' video feed one day, and I was going all the way back to the beginning when they first started the YouTube, man, you guys use like 300-400 views per video. Yeah.
I want to say it has been like a couple years since we started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like 3 years ago.
We did take I want to say at least 2 month hiatus. Actually, no, it wasn't even 2 months. It was practically a full year.
Yeah, it was a while. I've always liked Eminem. I've always been a big supporter. I think it really just kind of brings the community together, brings a little more community involvement. Sure, a lot of people can take the posts and be cancerous, but at the end of the day, it brings a unique perspective to the community.
Yeah. The server's down today?
Yeah, right now it's just, I think public servers are running. We tried running a recruit training today at like fucking 6 p.m. and servers are still down. They've been down ever since like Thursday.
Right. Okay. We'll fix this up. Okay, I just got rid of everything, so now I'm seeing like 100 plus.
Yeah, you can probably join like pub servers, but I don't like custom servers. They're just fuck you right now. They're not working.
There's actually a lot.
Custom like private servers? Question mark?
With dice servers. I don't know how many custom servers I'm looking at. Yeah, but there's like a whole shitload that are like just absolutely loaded.
Let's see if I can join my fucking.
Like USAF has like a 28Q.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see if my private server is working then.
Yeah, it's a private server.
You guys have a link to this posted on your guys'. Yeah, that's okay. Cool.
Yeah, we just posted a link to the stream on Twitter. Oh, shit. But anyway, without further ado, if you want to go ahead, just introduce yourself for everyone that's watching.
Hello, everyone.
2 people.
Second Lieutenant Black, the 5th Marine Regiment Online Military Simulation Team. I've been doing this for about 6 years now, gentlemen. It's nice to see you all. Panda.
Is that one of you guys?
Corporal Panda,
Yes.
part of 5th Marine Regiment. Been doing this about 6 years now.
Alright. Climax, is your audio included?
Well, that's Corporal. If you want to come on deck and include your audio, just act appropriate. Free to come on deck, make sure you introduce yourself and you get your audio in, though.
God damn, that was strong.
That's pretty good scene.
Mix of
Nice.
rum and coke. So,
Oh yeah. Whiskey?
Oh yeah.
oh no, just rum.
What are you drinking?
Just cracking.
Mmm. A lot of memories cracking. Lots of memories.
All right. Shit. So, first question, a lot of people would like answers to, like where has 5MR been? Because I know at one point you guys were in community, then like you were left community, then went into one of ours community, and like I was there for a little bit, but as far as I remember, it was pretty quiet.
Honestly, since about 2018, one of the last big war with us and one happened, and I kind of more or less stopped playing Xbox for a while. Just pretty much in the hiatus. A lot of people went through separate ways, but for about the past year, myself, Staff Sergeant Seagal, and quite a few more of the new guys that we're getting into the team here are coming back, and we're trying to rebuild 5MR. One of the greatest realism teams in the community that it once was. But right now, what we're doing is we're just kind of we're doing our own thing. We're in all of the community chats right now, for the most part. We're interacting with everyone, and overall, just trying to bring the community to a better than what it's at right now.
Are you in you talking about in the community chat or both Discord and line?
Oh, I don't have line anymore. I lost access to my old account. I don't see the need in having two apps for Milsim. So I'm in the Discord one. So I'm in the, let me see here. I'm in the Battlefield 4 Milsim community one, and then I'm in the 2042 chat.
Yeah, I seen that. Now I take it for
Is
2042, you're doing.
Sorry.
So,
No, my bad. You guys continue.
I tell you for 2042, you guys are still doing the same unit.
Yep. 5MR. We've been 5MR for as long as you've been 5MR, and we continue. At least we aim to continue. Keep on being the 5th Marine Regiment on Battlefield 2042.
All right. Any expectations for the next Battlefield?
Expectations? I mean, not for the game itself, for the community.
Let's go with both.
For the game, yeah, private servers, and then just the amount. I mean, hopefully the amount of replayability and customization we're gonna be able to utilize Battlefield Portal. You know what I mean? With 1942, Battlefield Bad Code 2, Battlefield 3, the amount of maps that they're going to come back with and weapons, it's just, it's going to be insane for the amount of scripted simulations you could do from battles to custom maps. It's going to be huge for Milsim, I think. And I'm really hoping the community, I hope that we handle that responsibly and we don't see like a lot of inappropriate and inappropriate metagaming, if you will. So whatever factors or editing abilities they may add into it. Let's say they add some sort of map customizer, so you can add hills and buildings and those. Let's assume it's a little far-fetched, but that's what some people have discussed. I would hope that teams wouldn't just create these, meta gaming maps and just ridiculous.
Or you're talking about creating a map, or
Yeah, don't like
you're talking like something like how Halo has Forge, where you can just get a blank slate and just go from there.
Well, I mean, honestly, to my knowledge, they're adding some level of customization to servers. I don't know what it is, but what I do hope is that the community doesn't abuse that. You know what I mean? And just make some really, really just ridiculous maps that just, completely outbalance one team and like 10 T90s, and you give the other team just a bunch of fucking vehicles and stupid shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe metagaming was a bad term.
It'll be interesting to see. Well, of course, we're gonna have folks from BF5 move in with folks from BF4, and maybe some folks from BF1. It's actually gonna be quite interesting to see how they turn out, because you may have the one German unit or British unit that kind of wants to stay BF Little War 2. So it would seem interesting to see Um,
The World War II organization.
well, yeah, World War II unit going against, say, a modern unit.
Yeah, and a few teams have talked about that in the 2042 chat, and I've had my input, and it's pretty simple. Like, as long as teams are simulating correctly, let them simulate it. But let's be realistic here. You shouldn't be a World War team trying to raid like a modern unit. But I mean, as long as they're doing right, who's to hate and what type of simulation they want to do? If they want to do fucking World War II, I mean, I think it'd probably be more viable on the 2042 than it would be on
Kind of
Battlefield
hilarious,
5.
actually.
I think personally, teams should just stick to like old, throwback simulations and little ops for that.
Was kind of disappointing not to see Vietnam listed as a game that's going to be at like the Portal and whatnot.
No, Vietnam was with Battlefield 2, right?
No, it was Battlefield Vietnam was its own thing.
Okay. See, I've had my theories because it's a fan service ordeal. That's what Portal is. I have a theory that they're going to be adding all 2042 maps, and I think they're going to be remastering like all the maps that are in those games that they've dropped, so like Battlefield 3, 1942,
Yeah,
etc.
what was it? It was either Battlefield 2 or not Battlefield 2, Battlefield Backup 2 or Battlefield 3 maps that were remastered because they already released some screenshots of those remastered maps. Yeah, that was a 1942 map, I think. But it's gonna be interesting to see because we don't. It's gonna be like if it's gonna be anything like how 5 was when it first rolled out. You're gonna have people drop War Dogs at like day one.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. My goal is to have my team, up to snuff and as prepared as we can be for that game. Because once 2042 drops, like, I think the community's at a decent size right now, but I think it's just going to grow. You're going to see the 5 community collide with the 4 community because we're all going to 2042. And then it's going to be cross-play, so we're going to have PlayStation. They, in theory, a PlayStation team could raid an Xbox One team. Now, yeah, they could
That's
join servers.
That's gonna be something.
And in my opinion, as long as they're simulating, like, let's say they want to do JTR, they want to do a raid, like, who's to say no? You know what I mean? That just makes the community that we know and love that much bigger. Because we all know, like, the PlayStation community is a little bit more devolved than the Xbox One. I think that them colliding with us and seeing how shit's done properly, I think that could really improve the state of the community as is. The state of the community as
it's gonna be like chaotic.
Oh, it's always going to be chaotic. It always is. That's without a doubt. It's going to be a factor. It's always chaos. It's just seeing through that chaos and a little bit of order and discipline.
I just want of course we've seen that latest War Dog against ADF from 1PD. That's gonna be
More commonplace.
it was actually the first time in a while we've seen a war last more than 24 hours. And that's what it gets a lot of people excited just to see that because for the first time in a while, people aren't just gonna do fucking diplomacy; they're actually gonna duke it out. But now with 2042, my hopes is that folks actually do duke it out more than they just try to sell things to diplomacy. Like, diplomacy is good and all, but you want to say that for like
the end.
At the end of the fucking
Do your
war.
fighting. You drop the docks. You have to fight it out. Do a few days. What happened back in the day when we all loved the game so much and we used to have these fucking 5, 6, 7, 8 hour raids or like battles. Like that was the days. You know what I mean? But I suppose with the aging of the game, people are super less enthusiastic about doing Milsim properly, and more so just having fun.
Yeah, I remember back in the late 2015, early 2016 days, fucking shit was like, you had a war dock, you had people piling on.
Yeah, you had 4 or 5 teams on each side. Each time it wasn't like nowadays where it's like 4 or 5 teams, like 5 or 10 people up top. Oh, no. These teams, like the AEF and First of Our Order, the Allied Expeditionary Force, that was fucking 5 MR. That was 101st Airborne. That was SEC. That was 2 SDR. I think it was the 4,000 teammates. Dude, this is when first started getting its ass whooped by the community. You know, they just mollywop one of our. There was one of our field team, I think RNC, a few other teams. You know what I mean? It was this huge purge in the community, but each side had at least like 300 to 400 people on each side. You know, there was 2 to 3 servers of fighting. You know, 32 on 32 with at least one of the servers.
If I'm not
Maybe
mistaken,
a second
it
server would be
was
like 20 on 20. But, you know, there's these huge battles going on. It was awesome.
if I'm not mistaken, it was one of our, and they have field team. I want to say there's a third unit. I forgot who that third unit was.
It was when RMC got its great last legs. When they thought the one of our field team power trio would last forever, and it did not, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately for us.
I mean, shit. You had that, and usually these wars will last like. You would have one raid kick off, and before, say, Team B can go and assist Team A, their Team B server will start getting raided.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. You know, these huge war chats being made, and 5 to 10 people, and fucking 3, 4, or 5 to 10 teams, fucking 3, 4 reps team, next team. You got this huge chat of just war. And that's usually the title, or like Operation something, or just some random name. And then it's like 40, 50 people in there usually just talking shit and raid, this, that, the other. Yeah, crazy shit.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, so I just want to go back to
Can you send me an invite back?
that one of our server that we were in a while back.
Oh man, that was a long
What
time
happened
ago.
to it?
Dude, I don't know. To be honest, that was quite a few years ago. To my knowledge, that was right about the same time I just kind of stopped playing Battlefield. I'm pretty sure that's actually on my old account, my old Discord. I'm probably still in whatever chat you're talking about, but well, honestly, I just withdrew myself from the community. You know what I mean? Stopped doing Milsim for a while, and then I think one of our was finally chased out and went to fucking squad.
I know they went to squad, but I'm not sure what chased them out. I still do remember.
I'm sure we'll see them on 2042.
That's gonna be fucking something.
I'm sure we'll see them on 2042.
I still remember. I know it's in one of our old videos. We actually streamed their war that they were in on BF1. That's after the CL 1FR tried to get the CL 123rd to pull 66 on the community, and he ended up backing out of that, and from there it just went to complete shit.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
It was funny to see though. I don't know if I can deny that. Shit. So concerning 5MR, like, is it the same cats from before, or you have new blood now?
For the most part, we have new blood, and I'm really trying to keep it to new blood. We did have a few with the older guys come back, but they ended up going their separate ways. You know, that's fine. We're glad to see that, because what that does for us is I'm releasing some some teams, some people, some individuals that are to a higher standard, that know about more serious Milsim organizations, and assuming properly, they're going back into the community and they're launching their own teams based on what they fucking learned here and all the years they were here. So that's good to see. But for the most part, no, we're all new blood here. Bringing new people in, and we're trying to bring the name back to where it was with all these new people. Here and there, we do have a few older people like Panda, Seagal. No, for the most part, it's just kind of me here. That's new, or that's old.
I was gonna say, I saw the name Panda. I thought it was I thought that was ROK's Panda for a second.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, any hope? Well, we can't really say any hopes for war for 2042. The game's not even out yet.
Well, if you don't mind, I actually here to ask about anything community related or plans. I actually do have something I've been working up in my spare time. That since we're appearing on here, if you'd give me a minute to spotlight and talk about it, and give the community a chance to review it. This is, after all, the Community News Network.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, as we know, the community chat tabs is there's the line chat, there's the Battlefield for Milsim chat, there's the hub. And right now, a lot of these chats, I would say except for line, are just more so general clusterfucks and just huge sources of toxicity for the community. And I think they always have been. So back in the day, we're talking about 1FR, Field Team, RMC, and Wolf 5MR. One thing that we have brought back to life is the SMSTR. That'll be the Standard Military Simulation Team Rule and Regulations. So what this is just
wasn't it called Trazer before?
Yeah, that's what Chase just fucking, he did the same thing, and he just tried rebranding it and reselling it, if you will. You know what I mean? Like taking the beef taco, calling it a beef chimichanga, and rewrapping it, and that's literally what he tried doing. It was stupid. So I decided to keep it simple. Exactly. So I decided to keep it simple and straightforward, and utilize that rules to create another community chat, the Military Simulation Realism Community. And what this is an organization meant for more serious, like-minded teams. Teams that have over Milsim values, that understand that Milsim isn't all about just the raiding and the wars and the line chat talking shits and kit checking people and making sure people run the same kit, and it's a little bit more than that. It's about training, it's about honoring, it's about simulating properly. So what I'm getting at here is the SMSTR is the guidelines for all teams to have to agree to follow if they want to be invited to this chat, if you will. On this chat, it's very simple because the first step in weeding out these teams that we're trying to, more or less just avoid, is agreeing to the SMSTR. And what that is right there is that's just a huge step for a lot of teams, because you're agreeing to pretty much say, like, yeah, I'm a more legitimate team. We're not just one of these little 5-10 manners that like get a little proof of 5, barely hop on other teams' raids, whatever recruit, whatever Milsim we just pick Battlefield for to be part of the glorified pups. That proof of 10 is required in there, and the simple adherence to SMSTR regulations is going to ensure that the toxicity is really kept to a minimum in there, because we're trying to promote just officer professionalism. And then if you're to come in there, again, usually an officer or maybe a non-commissioned officer representing your team in the Milsim environment. In my opinion, it's like Senate ground. It's political. You're representing your team with every message you send. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, I was lit on fire for just saying ignorant and silly things in public chats, because these chats were designed for political ordeals and conversations between Milsims. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, sorry.
I know there's a ton of chat. For BF4, wasn't there already a SMSTR, or is this like a newer version?
All I did was take the old SMSTR document, I took a look at it, I de-chasefied it a little bit, made it more community friendly, and simply released it. I'm actually going to send it to you, and I'm going to allow you to post it to the Milsim News Network if you could, actually. So teams can review it, they can look at it, and they can hit me up. We're not just trying to privatize the community, we're trying to get the like-minded teams, the level-headed teams, the bigger boys, if you will. We're trying to get them together and come together in a place that we're all like-minded, and there's just, I don't know, avoid the ropes and ordeals that you deal with in the normal community chats.
All right. Now, are you hoping for? I know it's like set professionalism, but do you hope that there will be more action and less diplomacy?
At the end of the day, diplomacy is just relations and conversation between
like
two
PR
teams.
and whatnot,
It's PR. So In terms of war, no, I prefer to, like, if teams are going to be declaring war over here, I think it's going to be a little bit more serious. I think that these wars are going to be a little more drawn out. So it's going to be a lot less political and more so like a JTO, who wants to train, who wants to do sims, da 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 da. We're really trying to eliminate the political factor, because the political factor, if you will, is what drives people's egos in this community. And I think we can all agree is that egos can be just one of the most destructive things in this community.
All right.
So,
Okay, I'm keeping an eye on the Xbox.
yeah,
right
you're
now,
cool.
'cause
I sent it.
la-
I sent the link over Twitter to you. I don't have you on Discord, so I don't know if I can send it to you there. I can also. I actually like to incorporate.
if you're in the 2042 community, just look for Salty Squid.
Also, I'd also like to get. I personally like to have the Milsim news in there, if you would be interested in a few of them, because I think that it's absolutely impertinent that just you guys are very vital to the community of Fubo. You know, I remember when this Milsim News Network was first created by what the fuck was his name way back in the day?
Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad. Yeah, man. He approached me. He shot this idea, and I said, you know what? I think that would be great. That definitely bring a new perspective to the community and just an overall level of integration we haven't seen before. And you know, here we are, like 4 years later, and you guys have damn near 3,000 followers. And you're, you know,
Everyone just wants to see a drunk guy on a stream. So,
right.
Plus, everyone, I want to. Man, we go from just do regular news to where we'll do like news and mix it with like the stream. That's we're kind of modeling the streams nowadays, as the title suggested. Kind of like we call it Milsim Real Talk, which but before it was we gone over different names. We tried to make this to where people can come on the stream, and yeah, if you want to talk, I want to say talk shit, but like if you want to, I want to say diss, or I guess diss someone or fucking, or roast someone, so you can just don't go overboard with it.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So what is your name in the Discord? What would I search up if I'm in the 2042 server? The Squid?
Salty Squid. But yeah, like, I mean, yeah, I'll check it out and go from there. Shit.
Okay, I appreciate that. That'd be awesome.
Maybe. Alright, I'm trying to time this because like I said, last couple streams, the Xbox,
No, this is
for some reason, just like crashed, or not crash, it'll just shut off.
as your guys' show. You know, I wanted to appear on here, answer questions you or the community may have had for me, get this announced, and start trying to see if people are interested in what we're shooting the community. You know, we're trying to better it, and I think the best place to better it is to start getting all the level-headed people together.
Curious question. I know some folks after we end the stream, they're gonna ask us, well, why didn't you ask this question? The past dramas that you had, some of them being with former and current military members. Looking back on it now, do you regret the choices that were made?
I mean, to be honest, I don't remember about half of them. I'll be up front, but what I will say is that at the end of the day, I made some mistakes back then. I did. I'll acknowledge that as a whole. I couldn't give you specific answers, but I will say that, you know, I acknowledge all my actions as a whole, and I will say they were shitty. At the end of the day, to make some shitty choices and shitty decisions. And at the end, I think I was fairly punished by the community for what I said and did. I think that looking back on it, I've learned a lot. I've really grown as an individual from those days.
All right. With that, any final comments for the community?
No. Let's keep doing Milsim, guys. Woo woo.
All right. And with that, we thank you for taking time to join us on the stream. And just like everyone, wish tomorrow we'll be having a reoccurring guest, Dr. Mario from 1PD, to go over 1PD's side of the story for the recent war. Yeah, like everyone else, you're also welcome back to the stream. Just give us a heads up, and we'll go from there. And for everyone watching, thank you for taking your time out of the day to join us on the stream, and we'll see you next time.